For years, the Formula One audience has been captivated by Lewis Hamilton's relationship with his physiotherapist, assistant and friend Angela Cullen. Anyone who has watched Formula One in recent years will have noticed a blonde woman who appears to be by Lewis Hamilton's side at all times when he is not in his car. Who is she? What does she do? Watch the complete video to find out. So, without further ado, let's get straight into this. For those of you who don't know, Angela Cullen is a physiotherapist and former field hockey player from New Zealand. She has been with Hintsa Performance and the Mercedes-AMG Petronas F1 Team since 2015. She is best known as the physiotherapist and confidant of Lewis Hamilton, the 7-time Formula One world champion. Cullen, born in Devonport, New Zealand in 1974, played international hockey for New Zealand between the ages of 15 and 21. She is a physiotherapist with a degree in health science. Cullen worked as a senior physiotherapist at the English Institute of Sport in London, where he assisted the British Olympic team, UK Athletics, the British Triathlon team, and other corporate clients. She worked with the British Olympic team's 100-meter and 200-meter sprinters and the 4x100-meter relay team, which won a gold medal at the 2004 Summer Olympics in Athens. Cullen cycled from Tierra del Fuego to Colombia in 2006, covering up to 155 miles per day. Later in her career, she worked as a senior advisor for SPARC High Performance in New Zealand. Cullen collaborated with Sport New Zealand and the New Zealand Academy of Sport. Cullen joined the Hintsa Performance team in 2015. Following the death of Hamilton's mentor, Aki Hintsa, she became his physiotherapist and assistant. Cullen assumed the role in 2016, also serving as his chauffeur and confidant. More importantly, Angela is always available to provide Lewis with emotional support and to assist him in maintaining the best possible frame of mind. It's no surprise that the Briton described her as one of the greatest things that have happened to me in 2020. Obviously, people won't understand it because they see it from afar, but she has been one of the greatest things that have happened to me in my life, Hamilton said. I've been fortunate to work with many people, and she's the single hardest working woman I get to be around. She is focused, selfless, and she makes my weekends peaceful. Every day I wake up, whatever time it is, she's just positive. She's never been negative, which is very, very important. Hamilton explained how he realized he needed someone like Angela in his life. When you come into Formula One, there's this whole idea of physios, but a lot of them, or some of them, are just trainers. They still use the title physiotherapist, but a physio is a physiotherapist. And I had a male trainer for years, but I noticed that I always had different problems. I'd have muscle tightness in my neck, problems with my lower back, glute, or whatever, and my trainer could never fix it. So you'd just have to deal with it over the weekend. And I was like, this doesn't make sense. I don't have to train on weekends. So I said to myself, I need to find a physio. Angela had done some work on me back home, so I approached her and asked, would you like to join me on the road? I had no idea we'd have such a great partnership, the Briton concluded. Lewis and Angela spend some of their free time together. The pair's friendship goes beyond their work in Formula One. Angela has been seen participating in various activities with Lewis in their spare time on numerous occasions. Lewis, for example, stayed in Australia after the 2020 Australian Grand Prix was cancelled due to the COVID-19 pandemic and went rock climbing with Angela. Another time the two were spotted together was right after the 2021 Monaco Grand Prix, when Lewis, Angela, Toto Wolff and other friends were spotted having fun aboard Sir Philip Green's yacht in Saint-Jean, Cap Ferret, France. Lewis could be seen riding a jet ski and generally unwinding after a difficult weekend. Angela and Lewis have identical tattoos. The matching tattoos show how much trust the couple has in each other. Lewis and Angela are said to have the word loyalty tattooed on their wrists. Kim Illman, a paddock photographer, confirmed this. She's devoted to Lewis, so much so that she has the word loyalty tattooed on her wrist just like Lewis has on his. The inner circle is devoted to one another, Illman said. One of her responsibilities is to get Lewis to the racetrack. She is sometimes forced to serve as Lewis's bodyguard. She's been in the sports industry for about 25 years. She's his personal assistant, driver, performance coach, confidant, and friend. It's her job to remove all distractions for Lewis over a race weekend, so she's with him almost every minute of those 4 days. Because Lewis and Angela clearly have a close bond, it's natural for observers to wonder if their relationship is more than just a professional connection and friendship. There are no romantic ties between the two. Although Angela is very private about her personal life, it is known that she is married and lives in the French Alps with her husband, a cycling coach, and her 2 children, a son and a daughter. Pete McKnight, Hintsa Performance's coach and sports science director, describes the quirky appeal her private life adds to her relationship with Lewis. There's also something odd about it, McKnight added. A mid-40s woman with a family at home, 2 young children, and then there's this mid-30 racing driver. It may appear to be an odd pairing, but it just works. Angela's adventures can be followed on her Instagram page. She joined the platform in 2018 and currently has approximately 109,000 followers. Angela is a competitor in her own right. However, from the age of 15 to 21, I represented New Zealand in field hockey. This was my first experience with high performance sports and human performance. Her passion for sports eventually led her to her current position as a performance coach. Being hugely competitive, I have always loved the challenge of getting the best out of myself, which was soon to translate into getting the best out of others. During school, I loved maths, sciences, and the practical nature of subjects such as physiology, anatomy, and physics, so when I started university, a health science and physiotherapy degree was a natural choice. Cullen, who is now based in Switzerland, is married to a cycling coach and has 2 children. However, working in F1 means she lives the jet-set lifestyle and is rarely at home when the season begins. The outdoor adventure frequently posts her exploits on Instagram, where she has an impressive 320,000 followers. I am so blessed in my job for many things, but one of the most significant in terms of well-being is being on the move all day, she once wrote on Facebook. On any given race week day, I can do up to 18,000 steps. This is such a blessing, and I don't sit down at all. It combined my love and science with my passion for sports and interest in body performance, Cullen concluded. Angela was born on August 5, 1974 in Devonport, Auckland, New Zealand. She was drawn to sports at a young age because she was born in New Zealand, which she says lends itself to outdoor activities. I was born and raised in New Zealand, which is known for its outdoor activities, Angela explained to her employer Hintsa Performance. I've always had a love for all sports. I was a fierce competitor who participated in netball, soccer, cricket, volleyball, basketball, and swimming athletics. I always wanted to be on a sports team if one existed. This is a choice. Staying upright. Moving keeps my body fit and mobile. In a world where computers and devices are making us more sedentary, the ability to move continuously throughout the day is such a blessing. What she offers Lewis is straightforward. During a race, she blocks out the pressures and demands on him. I see my role as removing the noise of the race weekend to ensure things run as smoothly as possible, managing schedules and timings of travel, nutrition, and focusing on energy management to ensure the driver arrives on Sunday with the best possible preparation to give the best possible performance, she said. Hamilton allegedly pays his confidant more than $100,000 per year. Apart from cheering on Hamilton at Grand Prix, the pair also spends time together away from the F1 track. They've been seen partying, skydiving, surfing, and working out together. Angela and I are naturally very close, Hamilton explained. We basically live together. When you come into Formula 1, there's this whole idea of physios, but a lot of them, or some of them, are just trainers, he continued. They still use the title physio, but a physio is a physiotherapist, and for years, I'd always had a male trainer, but I noticed that I was always having different problems. I'd have muscle tightness in my neck, problems with my lower back, glute, or whatever, and my trainer could never fix it. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe to the channel and share the video with your friends and family.